There's good news for fans of Coronation Street and Emmerdale today, with the future of both soaps confirmed amid Sky's decision to acquire ITV Media and Entertainment. In a huge development for the TV world, it's been officially announced that Sky has agreed terms to take over ITV in a £1.6 billion deal. The agreement will bring together two of the UK's most recognisable broadcasters, allowing them to better compete with the streaming giants and YouTube. If you're a huge soap fan wondering what it all means for Corrie and Emmerdale, there have been immediate assurances that there's nothing to worry about. Both long-running soaps have been specifically highlighted as shows that Sky will remain committed to over the next few years. Additionally, as ITV's channels and streaming service ITVX will remain free-to-air, there won't be any extra charges to watch the shows. In short, viewers won't need a Sky subscription to keep enjoying the regular ITV lineup of programs. An official statement reads, ITV's channels and ITVX will remain free-to-air, with all public service broadcasting commitments continuing in full, including regional news and programming. Viewers will continue to enjoy the shows they know and love, such as Coronation Street, Emmerdale, Love Island, I'm a Celebrity. Get Me Out of Here, This Morning, Loose Women, Lorraine and News at 10, alongside major live sporting events. ITV Studios, the separate production company that makes Corrie and Emmerdale, isn't part of the official takeover deal and will continue to operate independently. However, Sky has agreed to enter into a £2.1 billion content supply agreement over 5 years with ITV Studios upon completion of the deal. Corrie and Emmerdale are part of this package and will stick around as key parts of the schedules. In an official FAQ rundown online, Sky has addressed the key question of whether viewers will be able to keep watching their favorite shows. Sky says, yes. ITV fan favorites are here to stay. We've agreed a long-term content partnership with ITV Studios to secure the future of many of Britain's most watched programs, including Coronation Street, Emmerdale, Love Island, I'm a Celebrity. Get Me Out of Here, This Morning, Lorraine and Loose Women. For months, fans feared the worst. Rumours of budget cuts, changing schedules, and the uncertain future of Britain's biggest television dramas left many wondering whether the golden age of ITV soaps was coming to an end. But now, one of the biggest media deals in UK television history has delivered an answer, and for viewers of Coronation Street and Emmerdale, it's a surprisingly hopeful one. The £1.6 billion takeover of ITV's broadcasting and streaming business has officially been announced, marking a dramatic new chapter for British television. While such a massive corporate deal naturally raises questions, one message has emerged loud and clear: Coronation Street and Emmerdale are here to stay. The takeover sees Sky acquire ITV's broadcasting channels and streaming platform, ITVX, while ITV Studios, the production powerhouse responsible for creating both soaps, remains an independent company. Even more importantly, a long-term content agreement guarantees significant investment into ITV Studios over the coming years, ensuring that flagship programs like Coronation Street and Emmerdale continue to be produced. For soap fans, that's the headline they've been waiting to hear. After years of fierce competition from Netflix, Disney+, Amazon Prime Video, and YouTube, traditional broadcasters have struggled to hold on to audiences. Younger viewers increasingly consume entertainment on demand, forcing television companies to rethink how they operate. Rather than retreat, ITV and Sky have chosen to combine their strengths. Executives behind the deal describe the merger as an opportunity to build a stronger British broadcaster capable of competing with global streaming giants. The combined company hopes to reach millions more viewers through improved technology, greater investment, and an expanded streaming strategy. For Coronation Street and Emmerdale, this could prove transformative. Instead of worrying about shrinking budgets, the productions now have the backing of a long-term funding commitment. Reports indicate that at least £2.1 billion will be spent on ITV Studios content between 2028 and 2032 under the new partnership, providing stability for some of Britain's most beloved programs. That investment means more than simply keeping the cameras rolling. It provides confidence for writers planning major storylines, producers developing ambitious episodes, and cast members considering their long-term futures. It also protects thousands of jobs across production teams, set construction, costume departments, makeup artists, directors, editors, and countless behind-the-scenes staff. For viewers, stability often translates into better storytelling. When producers know their future is secure, they can take creative risks. They can introduce long-running mysteries, emotional family sagas, explosive anniversaries, and carefully developed character arcs instead of constantly worrying about short-term ratings. Both soaps have already demonstrated an ability to reinvent themselves. Coronation Street has continued evolving for more than 6 decades, balancing emotional family drama with shocking crime stories and unforgettable characters. Meanwhile, Emmerdale has transformed from a rural farming drama into one of Britain's most gripping serials, regularly delivering blockbuster stunts alongside deeply personal stories. Now, both shows appear positioned to continue evolving for years to come. The announcement also reassures fans concerned that ITV studios might have been sold alongside ITV's channels. Instead, ITV Studios will remain a standalone production company, continuing to create programming not only for the newly combined broadcaster but also for international partners. That independence could actually strengthen its creative freedom while maintaining a guaranteed customer through the new long-term agreement. Industry experts believe this structure allows ITV Studios to focus on what it does best, producing hit television. Rather than becoming absorbed into a larger corporation, it remains dedicated to creating original content while benefiting from guaranteed investment. Of course, not every question has been answered. The takeover must still pass regulatory scrutiny before it becomes final. Competition authorities will examine whether combining two of Britain's biggest commercial broadcasters could reduce competition or affect advertising markets. There are also concerns about potential job losses in overlapping corporate departments as the two companies integrate operations. Large mergers almost always bring restructuring, and executives have acknowledged that efficiencies will likely be explored. However, when it comes to the soaps themselves, the outlook appears considerably brighter than many feared. Instead of cancellation rumors, fans are hearing about guaranteed investment. Instead of uncertainty, they are hearing about long-term planning. Instead of decline, executives are talking about growth. That doesn't mean everything will remain exactly the same. Television continues to evolve rapidly, and both Coronation Street and Emmerdale will likely keep adapting to modern viewing habits. Digital-first storytelling, stronger streaming integration, interactive content, and new release strategies may all become increasingly important. Viewers have already witnessed scheduling changes designed to make episodes more streaming-friendly, reflecting the industry's broader shift toward on-demand entertainment. The new ownership structure could accelerate those innovations while preserving the familiar heart of both soaps. For longtime fans, that's perhaps the most encouraging aspect of the entire announcement. The cobbles of Weatherfield aren't disappearing. The Yorkshire village isn't closing its doors. Generations of beloved characters can continue living, loving, arguing, celebrating, and surviving on screen. Every great soap depends on continuity. Children grow into adults. Villains become heroes. Heroes become villains. Families expand, relationships crumble, secrets emerge, and new generations inherit stories begun decades earlier. That ongoing legacy only works when audiences trust that the program itself has a future. This takeover appears to provide exactly that reassurance. It also sends a broader message about British television. Even in an age dominated by international streaming platforms, homegrown drama still matters. Coronation Street and Emmerdale remain cultural institutions with passionate audiences, and the decision to protect them demonstrates their enduring value. Millions still tune in every week to laugh, cry, gasp, and speculate about what happens next. No algorithm can replace that shared national experience. As regulators begin reviewing the transaction and executives prepare for the next phase of the merger, fans can finally breathe a little easier. The headlines may focus on billion-pound business deals, corporate restructuring, and media strategy. But for soap lovers, the story is much simpler. The future of Coronation Street and Emmerdale has been given a powerful vote of confidence. The next shocking affair, heartbreaking farewell, explosive revelation, devastating betrayal, and unforgettable Christmas cliffhanger is still waiting to unfold. And after one of the biggest shakeups in British broadcasting history, Weatherfield and the Dales look set to remain at the very heart of British television for many years to come. The deal is still subject to regulatory approvals, so for the time being, ITV and Sky will continue to operate as separate businesses. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Coronation.